Hi, this is Dr. Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm here in San Jose at the Search Engine Strategies Conference with Ann Kennedy, who is one of the pioneers in the area of search engine marketing. And what I want to talk with you about is this whole area called digital asset optimization and universal search. Those are kind of buzzwords. So what is digital asset optimization? What does that mean?
Well, we call it the inner Tao, but what it is, it stands for where we used to optimize our text, and we still have to on our websites for traditional conventional SEO. What we have to do now is look at our digital assets. In other words, our video, our images, podcasts, whatever you might have that is on your site that is not text. You need to optimize that now too, and there are specific techniques.
Okay, now universal search is the other term we used in the title. What does that mean?
Well, that's the reason we need to optimize our digital assets, because what has happened, and this is actually not new, this has been going on since about 2005, 2004. I have screen grabs from those days that show the beginning of this. What began to happen was, you might recall, back in those days, Google had 5 tabs across the top of its search results. They had news, they had images, and so forth and so on. And now what they're doing, instead of having those tabs, if you do a search, say for Michael Jackson, you will find that you will be in the results. You will get news, you will get images, you will probably get some links to some audio and video in there that are right there.
And maybe a local memorial to him.
Absolutely. Local is a very big part of this. And there are specific techniques that we need to use to make sure that our digital assets are presented on the search results pages, because by golly, just like anything else in search, if you're not doing it, your competition will be, and there's only a limited amount of space above the fold.
So with universal search now, not just text titles are going to be listed, but if they're available, images and video and audio podcasting or whatever. So it all, and it could be in the very top. It
could be in the very top, but in fact, the change in this user behavior and how they scan pages that has come as a result of these search engine results pages looking different because of the images, thumbnails, that sort of thing being presented. We find now that instead of the golden triangle of 2007, where if you weren't number 1, 2, or 3, they probably weren't going to look at you. Now you can be 3 or 4 as long as you're above the fold, because the picture or whatever image shows up draws the eye there. You know,
you're talking about eye tracking studies.
Yes, I am.
And the golden triangle was you look here and here and here.
That's right.
But now, if there's an image above the fold that is on the first screen,
that's right,
the eye is going to be zapped to that image or that video thumbnail.
And then begins to circulate around it looking for what the visitor is looking for. You know, we used to say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, that's not the case. A picture will make somebody read 1,000 words.
There you go.
So this means that if we have pictures on our sites, and almost everybody has images, so that's a really good place to start, it's very important to optimize those images as well. And you mentioned titles. Here's an important point about that. You still need a title tag because your blue link will be a title tag, but you can also put a title in your image file as well. You need to name your image files with relevant text, not photo XY123 ABC, but photo of lighthouse on the Maine coast or something like that.
Okay.
And then you also need to embed those images in relevant text around them.
Now, one question I've had is, with JPEG images, for example, and with various kinds of video files, you can put metadata into those files. Are the search engines, do you know at this point, using that metadata that's within the file itself rather than...
They do, and that's another place you can put it. But it's further down on the list. The most important, #1 tip for optimizing images is to embed them in relevant text. Because at the end of the day, the search engines, the real crawlers, are really looking for text.
That's how they figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, there's a process of, getting going with your digital assets. Simply, what's the process?
Well, the first thing is to catalog what you have, review what you have. We don't think it's particularly efficient to run out and start producing expensive videos when you have things you could already be doing tomorrow that are already on your site.
So catalog, what's next?
Then you want to, of course, have your keyword research done so you have the relevant terms, and then bring those into the various places with the images that you can. Now, an important thing to know is that a lot of the content management systems and the photo uploading systems, or even your web developers, when they put images up, they will not give them the best file names. And this is frequently the place where you really have to ride herd on whoever is putting images on your site and give them good names. And that's frequently the stickiest wicket of the whole thing.
Now, you had one of your clients was a concrete company that had amazing success with something beyond text. Tell us the story.
Oh, it's a wonderful story, and they still are having amazing
What's
success.
the name of the company?
The name of the company is the Concrete Network. They're in California, somewhere east of Riverside in the desert. They offer advice for do-it-yourselfers as well as a directory for finding a decorative concrete contractor for your home.
So what did they do with media?
What they did was about almost 2 years ago now, they started on YouTube a channel called Concrete Network TV. And they had 2 to 3 minute instructional videos, kind of like the things that you like to do, on different topics. And they managed to do this very economically by going to their local community college and getting the head of the video department to work with one of the best students there, and they found a rather pleasant person to be the on-air camera talent, and they wrote out very simple, like I said, 2 to 3 minutes of tips, and then they began to put them up. And I think there's something on the order of somewhere between 60 and 100 up online now.
How effective has that been for them?
It has been extremely effective. It brought them a lot. First, it brought them, in the first year, a lot of traffic to the site, a lot of branding, a lot of brand engagement. Then they found, in the middle of this year, which would be year 2 of this project, that what was happening was that the search traffic for the do-it-yourselfers, the traffic to their site, there was more traffic coming from the YouTube channel than there was from the regular search engine results. It surpassed it, and they have had something in the order of over 1 million views of their videos. For concrete on YouTube.
Digital asset optimization and taking advantage of universal search can be big for your company if you make it a strategy and then just work at it. Well, thanks for sharing with us. Tell me about you and what you do.
Well, I have started Beyond Ink. As you said, I was one of the early ones. I like to say I've been doing this as long as anybody and longer than most. I am also on the board of advisors for search engine strategies, so I take a lot of interest in the content and what we do here at these conferences worldwide, and I go to all of them. I know I've seen you in London as well. And then my newest venture is with 3 partners also in the SEO space, Mikkel Svensson, Jamie Lowe of searchenginemarketing.com. We've launched a service, a do-it-yourself subscription SEO service for the companies whose main job is not SEO. They're running a business, maybe a store.
And the name of this company?
It's called Jobler, JOBLR.net. We have, this week we're launching a free version. We'd love to have people sign up and see what it's like.
Thanks so much. This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing.